Kansas City than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6.
At the 20-yard line.
Now Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Bell, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one almost intercepted. Mahomes, call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. They'll roll him out right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. They'll run on first down. It's Bell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it with Bell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Again, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 7-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown.
Complete to number 14.
A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Rodgers. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Hardman on the return. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Jones on 1st down, but he'll struggle here just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Going deep here for Watkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
Well, you you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And almost intercepted.
Rodgers.
It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Mason Crosby.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kansas City.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
Oh! The Chiefs are going to get him.
Aaron Rodgers.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back at the 14-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 44 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5. at the Chiefs' 36-yard line.
56, Mike, 56.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tano Passanio in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Come on.
Throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll go again with Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. On 1st down, Bell, and this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Past the 20. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Flush to his right. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
38-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the...
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field and downfield.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Here's Rodgers. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that...
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Room to run at the 50.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Mahomes now on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Score, Packers 17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll go again to Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
3rd and 7.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
It's 3rd down and 5.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
For the Packers.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hardman to return. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
For Tyreek Hill, incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Mike. Oh, don't you, mama.
So that'll just about do it.
They suck, man.